What's good with it, everybody? GTB back at you again. Just leaving work, man. It's hot, man. It's gonna be in the triple digits for the rest of the week, man. Here in Texas, bro. I hope everybody's blessed and well. I just wanted to touch base with y'all, man, and let y'all know how it went down with the breeding. Jago and Dallas. Me meeting Jay, the owner of Dallas, for the first time. It was a wonderful experience, man. Even though I hate driving, the drive wasn't bad. So I'm gonna give you my first impressions of Jay, the owner of Dallas. Cool dude. And I've always been a pretty good judge of character. Sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to fill a person out, but with Jay, the moment I seen him get out of his vehicle, man, he was walking up to us. I seen an aura of humility about this young man. Now, granted, we've been chatting it up for about a month and a half before, the breeding, before we met up. But when I seen him, when I laid my eyes on him, man, I was like, man, this is my type of dude right here. And when we embraced, I shook his hand and sealed the deal. We chopped it up. Nice, soft-spoken young man. He's like a sponge. He really wants to get better at the bully game and breeding. And I can tell he has a lot of plans, man, just running around in his head. And he just struck me as a God-fearing man and humble. Humility is the key, man. If you humble and you don't think too much of yourself, you don't put yourself up here, you ain't a know-it-all, I can get along with you easy. Because there's people in the bully game that I've, communicated with, and the communication has stopped because there was something about them that was a little bit too arrogant, and I had to let them go ahead and do their own thing. I have a small circle, selected few. Miguel, Heavy Pressure, Dion Barber, DNO American Bullies, and Mark Seller from Seller's American Bullies. And now I'm putting Jay in that category. We are so like-minded, so easy to communicate with this man. It was crazy. Now, my first impressions of Dallas, visually, I thought she was a masterpiece, man. She's a beautiful American bully. Thick in stature, had great features. And as much as I liked her visually, I liked her temperament even better. I'm the type of guy who likes laid back lap dogs. I don't like all that energy so much. This is my man Jago. That's my boy. Don't get me wrong, but he is way too energetic for me. When I seen Dallas was so laid back. She was so chill. I was like, "Are you serious? Is she like this all the time?" He's like, "She's like this all the time, around people, around dogs. The only time she gets crunk is when I pull out her little play ball and I throw and she plays fetch. That's the only time the beast comes out." He said, "But for the most part, she is laid back like this all the time." And I said, "Man, I pray that I get a female with her temperament." I love Dallas' temperament, as well as her physical status. Visually, she was amazing to me. And throwing these two dogs from champion and grand champion blood together, I think is going to work wonders. Now, Jay took every extra step and precaution for this breeding. He did, I don't know how many progesterone tests, way more than I would have done, to be honest with you. And he didn't leave any stone unturned. And he was a little nervous about the breeding. And I told him, listen, there's only two things that can happen. She's either going to take or she ain't going to take. Now, we have a better chance of her taking than not taking because of the precautions that he took. But he ain't got nothing to worry about. We got in, man, and as soon as Jago seen them get out of the car, he just, he's always been a heavy breather, but And he's always been energetic. But for some reason, this time it was like to the second power. Jay lost his mind, man. He got so anxious and so energetic, man. When we went in there, as soon as that dude put his hand down there to pull Jay, he just went to work. And Jay ain't never thrown up during a pulling or a breeding. Never. But this time he threw up. He was super excited. So I knew to hurry up and get this done and get him in the air conditioning. Because he overspent himself and he's never been on the road for that long. And that had a lot to do with it too. The long drive and him being overexcited really took a toll on Jay, man. Because when I was talking to the owner, Jay, of Dallas, something told me, man, check on this dude, man. And I opened the door, man, and it was my fault for letting him drink so much water, but he had to throw up again, man. There was so much water in his crate. And I could tell Jay was really, really concerned. I was like, man, it'll be okay. He breathes heavy like this all the time, but this throw up is different. So I said, man, I'm gonna get out of here. We'll link up again later when I come get the pup, and I'll make sure we have enough time to talk, get some photos and all that, but I'm gonna take care of Jay. So I took him out of his crate. I put him in the back seat, and I have vents in my back seat, and I blew and blasted it on him, man. And something told me to bring a little cooler of cold water. And I did, and I brought a little spray bottle, man. And man, I turned him on his back, sprayed his underbelly, and got him in that cold air. And I was a little concerned, but you know, by the time we got home, he was a little lethargic. He was a little like weary. But the next day, Jay was fine, man. He's back to normal. Like that day, the rest of that day, he didn't eat or drink. But the next day, he ate, he drank, and he's back to normal. And I thank God because of that, because I was a little worried. But that let me know, man, I'm not gonna take Jay on long trips no more. And if anybody want to use him, they're gonna have to come get him, man. Because it was, even though I wasn't panicking, it was a concern of mine. But no more long trips for Jay. But I thank God that he allowed both of us to get home safely with our dogs, and we had safe travel. And I'm looking forward to doing more business with Jay. And I'm putting Jay in my circle right off the top, man. So anything he needs from me, he can get. And I'm pretty sure vice versa. The other way around. But that was my experience with the breeding. And I have a very, very good feeling, a real good feeling that she's going to take. And I'm looking for some beautiful American bullies, man. There's going to be all kinds of types, crazy colors. And I'm looking for the shortest, most compact female, because I want to get back old school, man. I want Jay to be able to mount, you know, the females in my stable, not even really have to do no AI. I want a female short enough for Jay to mount, and we do it the old-fashioned way in my stable, anyway. And which is a long shot because she's a direct Shamrock daughter, and we all know Shamrock is a big, beautiful standard. But because of Jay and his pedigree, hopefully we can get some short, compact females within that bunch, at least one. I'm gonna be very, very selective and strategic on my pick, because I get first pick female, and you know, I commend Jay for that, because he could have paid full stud fee. But as soon as I heard Shamrock daughter and I seen her, I was like, man, you mind if I get first pick female? He was like, of course, man, let's do this. So Jay, if you're watching, big up to you, man. I respect you to the fullest. I like your temperament, I like your dog's temperament, I like your humility, and I stay that way, man. Stay that way, because it's rare that you run across somebody in the bully gang that's humble. You know what I'm saying? So respect to you, man. And y'all pray for this breeding, because I think it's gonna be some heavy hitters. Respect, all, fear none, God bless.